Senator, with the president. I think even this morning, he said that he thought I was out of central casting. I think central casting, I'd look older, grayer, and maybe show up here with a cigar of sorts.
Quite adorable.
This might be the smoothest comeback ever recorded in a Senate hearing. Kevin Warsh just walked into a room full of politicians trying to take him down and decided to choose violence with a joke. You have to see how Elizabeth Warren reacts when she realizes she's being trolled to her face.
One aspect of President Trump's economic agenda with which you disagree.
Well, Senator, the Federal Reserve in recent years has wandered outside of its remit, wandered into other areas.
I'm asking for something
That's not something I'm prepared to do.
Donald Trump on.
If I'm confirmed, the Federal Reserve should stay in its lane.
Just one little place where you disagree with Donald Trump.
Well, I do have a disagreement.
Did you see the look on her face? She was trying to set a trap by forcing him to disagree with Trump. But Warsh is playing 4D chess here. Instead of getting defensive or falling into a political pitfall, he pivots to a joke about looking like he's from central casting. It's a total power move because it signals he's not intimidated by the environment. If you look closely at the background staffers, you can see them trying to keep a straight face. This is the guy Trump wants running the Federal Reserve, and he's clearly comfortable in the line of fire. Most nominees are terrified of Elizabeth Warren's school teacher interrogation style, but Warsh is treating it like a comedy club. This isn't just about charisma. It's about showing the Senate that he's independent enough to make his own calls, even if that call is to make fun of his own boss's compliments. It's rare to see a hearing where the nominee actually has the upper hand on the vibes.
Actual question. I need to know, I need to measure your independence and your courage.
Senator, I believe that this body certified that election many years ago.
That's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking, did Donald Trump lose in 2020?
I'm suggesting you in 2020, the Fed made a huge inflation problem, and you certified the election.
So let me ask you another question.
Out of monetary policy.
In our meeting, you said you would be...
This is the ultimate political gotcha question that every nominee dreads. Warren isn't even asking about monetary policy at this point. She's checking for a loyalty oath. But look at how Warsh handles it. He refuses to give her the soundbite she wants for a campaign ad. He keeps redirecting the conversation back to the independence of the Fed, which is exactly what his job would require. It's a masterclass in staying on message while under extreme pressure. You can hear the frustration in Warren's voice when she says she's asking a factual question. She knows she's not getting the clip she needs for her next fundraising email. For anyone watching who thinks these hearings are about finding the truth, this clip proves they are actually high-stakes theater. Warsh knows that saying the wrong word here could end his nomination, so he's walking a razor-thin line with surgical precision. It's tense, it's awkward, and it's exactly why people are glued to these hearings right now.
Answer my question, please. I asked. You have $100 million in undisclosed assets. And what I'm asking is, are any of those with this outfit that invests in companies affiliated with President Trump or his family, companies that have facilitated money laundering, Chinese-controlled companies, or financing vehicles set up by Jeffrey Epstein? It's a yes or no question.
Senator, I've worked tirelessly with the ethics officials at the Office of Government.
Yeah. Okay, things just went from 0 to 100 real fast. Warren just dropped the E word. Bringing up Jeffrey Epstein and money laundering in a Fed chair hearing is like throwing a grenade into a library. She's leaning hard into the $100 million in undisclosed assets, trying to paint Warsh as a shadowy figure with ties to the worst people imaginable. Notice his body language here. He doesn't flinch. He goes straight for the credibility argument, acknowledging that the Fed has an ethics problem, but he sidesteps the specific Epstein accusation by focusing on his cooperation with ethics officials. This is where the hearing gets incredibly dark. Whether you like Warsh or not, the fact that a potential Fed chair is being asked about financing vehicles for Epstein on the Senate floor is wild. It shows just how aggressive the opposition is going to be. She's not just trying to block him, she's trying to destroy his reputation before he even gets the keys to the central bank.
We are veterans and military families demanding an end
Switch gears to the Capitol Rotunda, because this is happening at the exact same time. These aren't just random protesters. These are combat veterans. They're holding red tulips, which are symbols of martyrdom in Iranian culture. It's a powerful visual contrast, the quiet, somber red of the flowers against the cold marble floors of the Capitol. You can see the police moving in to make arrests because demonstrations are strictly banned inside these buildings. These veterans are literally putting their freedom on the line to protest what they call another forever war. Regardless of your politics, seeing people who served in Iraq and Afghanistan being led away in zip ties inside the heart of the government they fought for is a heavy image. They're demanding that Congress take back its war powers, and they're doing it in the most disruptive way possible. It's a reminder that while the politicians are arguing about interest rates and central casting inside the hearing rooms, there is a very real, very angry movement growing right outside the doors. That was a wild day on the Hill. Which side do you think won the exchange, Warsh or Warren? Drop a comment below and don't forget to follow for more surgical breakdowns.